Hello everyone, good morning or good evening if you're joining me last thing before you go to sleep. This one is for Friday. The videos get released at midnight. This one's for Friday, August 22nd, 2025, and it's just on his health. And also I wanted to let everyone know, let me stop shuffling for a second while I focus on you guys. We're going to have the new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees of Virgo, which is a very potent astrological happening. It doesn't start until 11:07 p.m. Pacific time, and then it'll be 2:07 a.m. Eastern time Saturday. But new moons are excellent for setting intentions, and Virgo is very powerful for planting seeds. So whatever new intentions you want to start working with and manifesting with and doing your affirmations and sitting and meditating and feeling, having it, whatever it is, thinking of it, feeling it, being with it, experiencing yourself in your visionary levels and bodily feeling levels. Experience it within and just, breathe, exhale, putting it out into the world, breathing in, opening to more. And it's possible you could have something by the full moon. So, for the White House squatter, for the felon that should have never been allowed to even run for the 2024 election, has been given immunity by SCOTUS, or I call him Scrotus, but right there. His health is okay. The forces in motion with the star card reversed brings through really feeling under the weather. This is a card of spasms and seizures when it's reversed. It rules the nervous system, the legs and the ankles, and of course you could imagine the circulatory system, and he's having major problems with his ankles. At the least. At the most, there's a seizure or some major, maybe he's just having spasms in the rest of his body. Maybe he'll start kind of like twitching out. I mean, that's the nervous system for you, right? When it's not working correctly. He does have Sun conjunct Uranus, and Uranus rules Aquarius. Yeah, so there's that. And with his Gemini Sun and Uranus in Gemini, I would think it would be arms and hands and shoulders kind of spazzing out. I mean, God, do you guys remember? I don't even know what sign he is, but Mnuchin. You guys remember Stephen Mnuchin? Did you ever watch his confirmation hearing? He was twitching out all over the place. I mean, I've heard he has Tourette's, but he was just, I mean, it was really painful to look at him going through that. You could tell he was so stressed out. Or maybe his meds weren't working that day. But I often think of him when I think of Trump, health-wise anyway. So, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles in the challenge position, I read it as a reversal. So here we're talking digestion. Also, because it's Uranus in Virgo, again, the functioning, because Virgo, right? Health, Virgo, think in terms that way. Uranus, nervous system. So there's the double whammy there. Okay, first thing in the morning, we have possible falling down with the Eight of Wands reversed, some kind of a breathing problem, at the least a headache, waking up with a headache. With the Hierophant, this is neck problems because it's ruled by Taurus. It could also be, TMJ issues. Anything to do with the neck, ears. He could be having some ear problems, lower jaw. It also rules the cerebellum in the brain. So yeah, there you go. All right. Midday, we have the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel this King of Swords is a doctor or a healthcare practitioner of some type. When it comes to health, I'm sticking just with health meanings but this, I do feel like this could have to do with a doctor, but because it's reversed, it's not a trustworthy doctor. This could be an incompetent surgeon or a procedure that has not been done the right way, or is maybe a little too painful. Yeah, but when it comes to the body parts, this rules the kidneys, and again, nervous system imbalances, blood sugar problems, because we're talking everything that's about balancing out. Yeah. So changes, Uranus can be, can bring in big changes. So he could be having like blood sugar spikes, things like that. Yeah. But again, maybe kidneys because of the Libra aspect there. With the Ace of Pentacles, to me this looks like a pill. I can't really say much else about that. What else would it be? I could, just to sum it up, I think anybody could look at this and say, oh, I bet it's a bad doctor that gives them the wrong pill. Got it mixed up. Got the meds mixed up. All right, evening time, no energy, and stuck with the liver problems here, with the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Fortune. It's about changes and life cycles and karma, right? But it's reversed. So we're talking, it does rule the sacrum, and hip area too, because the Sag ruling, Jupiter ruling Sag, but Jupiter also rules the liver. But this, to me, when it comes through reversed, it's like things are not in his control. He's stagnant. He's stuck in vicious circles of all of his, past choices that are not good. And this could be toxic liver problems. It could be high blood pressure that leaves him feeling weak. This could be diabetes that leaves him feeling weak or leaves him very weak. Because this card here, when it's reversed in a health reading, has to do with liver problems, gout, high blood pressure, diabetes, and hormonal imbalances, obesity. I wonder if he still says that he's 215 pounds. Yeah, and he never drinks. Oh, God. Okay. Ooh. Later in the evening. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so there's a lack of compassion from another doctor. This is like middle of the night, evening, and then later or middle of the night. With the Strength card reversed, we're in the realm of major psychological problems, that narcissism, that's him, right? And this is like a predatory type of a person, and this could be a doctor. It could also be Elon trolling him, but I'm trying to stick with just the health. So I'll stick with the keyboard so that you guys, because I know you're learning, and it's helpful to repeat, right? How else do we learn? So exhaustion, weaknesses, boredom, self-doubt, predatory nature, all of that. But who's preying on him? Is it a doctor, or maybe this King of Cups here? Besides being a bad doctor or a sleazy nurse or or somebody refusing to give him pain medicine. It could be that. This card also rules, the digestive, the stomach and all of that. But when it's reversed, we're talking an untrustworthy doctor or advisor on some level. And then, an advisor with his health, otherwise we wouldn't have it here. But it's also a card of addiction. And somebody who's very emotionally unstable. So he could be feeling really weak. And when narcissists feel weak, they feel vulnerable and helpless. And they do not like that. That's like the worst feeling in the world. Oh, I forgot to do the kitty. Kitty time. Hey. Balders, I know you're out there. Okay, so weakness and vulnerability that he can't stand, and so it puts him into a tremendous emotional reaction. And this may also be bad doctoring. Okay, let's see what was at the bottom. Nine of Cups, possibly overindulgence. It's not reversed, so I can't say problems with that one. But for all day long, so these two cards are all day long. These two are all day long. And then the other, of course, morning, noon, or whatever he gets up, midday, evening and late night. So, but with the Nine of Cups, again, this is a card that has to do with, it's comfort and happiness and rewards and all of that. But it does rule the liver. It does rule, somebody that takes in a lot of drinking something, yeah. So if I were to just look at these and not even use the astrology, I would say this is a healthcare practitioner that comes to him quickly to get some IV into him that helps him. I think he's got maybe IV ports in different places on his body so they can quickly get something into him. Or he's got a lot of holes, that he's being poked. Okay, well, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a really good one. Let's make it a great weekend. And remember to love yourself through all of this. Don't take any of this stuff on. It doesn't have anything to do with you guys. We're just here to witness and hopefully get to have a clean vote in 2026 or something else that could clean things up, right? And we can all pray for justice. We'll stay clean and keep our karma clean if we stay in the state of love. Send them all love. Send them all love. I know it's hard to do. If you can't do it, then what you can do is just don't send them negativity. And but pray for stay in your heart, stay in your love, and pray for justice and send out peace all over the planet. And if you're peaceful within, everything is, as within, so without. Just remember that's our hold on. That is our magician card. As within, so without. Right? Okay, and you have all the tools within. And the deal is, if you're peaceful inside, you're putting peace out into the world. We have to remember how powerful we are. If we're peaceful, we're putting peaceful vibes out into the world with every breath we take, with every move we... Sorry. Okay, shout out to Sting. With every move we make. Oh, okay. Hugs, you guys. Take good care.